Super Mario Odyssey, the newest installment in the franchise, has recently seen tons of hype surrounding it. The expansive atmosphere, collectathon style, and return to form has seen a lot of excitement amongst the fanbase. Due to this excitement, however, leaks have been a common presence since the game's pre-release, which ironically came out after Nintendo of America were hesitant in giving out review copies of the game, due to fears of the content being spoiled across the internet, which is sadly what happened. Talk about irony. Because of this event occurring, we were curious if similar events happened in the past with other Mario games. So today, we're going to list the 5 Mario games that also got leaked early. This list consists of games that were spoiled early or even had its data leaked online for people to download. This list was a collaborative effort between PushDustIn and I as he helped out with script editing and added some of the games we are about to list. Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga DX with Bowser's Minions is probably a notorious example in recent memory. The game was first found out by Skyers M, a well-known Nintendo modder, when downloading eShop metadata off of Nintendo servers. The game's title ID and icon were found and even showed off on Twitter nearly 2 months before the game's reveal at E3 2017, which is insane. Not to mention, this game technically leaked twice. 2 weeks before the game's launch, a user on 4chan leaked a dump of the game that could be played on modded 3DSs. This led to rampant spoilers being presented throughout the internet and many 3DSs at a ban risk. At least it was only 2 weeks before launch with all the major spoilers, unlike the next game on this list. Probably the most infamous example of this list, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battles information was leaked months before its official announcement. The game first appeared on a list of leaked information by Gameblog, who labeled it as a Yoshi and Rabbids crossover. The idea was initially rejected as nonsense, but rumors of the Mario universe and Rabbids universe colliding just kept popping up. Laura Kate Dale reported additional information, including that Grant Kirkhope would be contributing to the game's music, the game's final name, and gameplay details. Shortly before E3 2017, images of Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle leaked online. The images appear to be from a Ubisoft presentation and matched up with the information that Laura Kate Dale reported on. Many on the internet had mixed reactions. Was it a good thing or a bad thing? After the E3 presentation, many were sold on the game and Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle received critical acclaim. If you thought Mario & Rabbids was infamous, oh boy, are we in for a treat. We're going back to the year 2009, when the new Super Mario Bros. Series was still going strong. It was actually good, and had a lot of hype behind it. So much so, that just like Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga DX, a pirated copy was leaked. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is arguably one of the Wii's defining gems. As a decent sequel to the insanely popular New Super Mario Bros., there was a lot of buzz surrounding it. Well, lo and behold, prior to the Australian launch of the game, when the game was released throughout the rest of the world, a person got hold of an early copy and leaked it online. Well, normally the game would have leaked and no one would have been bothered by it, as with the internet nowadays, Nintendo actually stepped in and sued the person who leaked it out. And of course, Nintendo won the court case, making the person pay 1.5 trillion Australian dollars in cash to Nintendo. Let me say that again. 1.5 trillion mother effing Australian dollars to Nintendo. Holy smokes. If I had that amount of money, I'd spend it on scalping SNES classics for more donating to charity. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. In hindsight, that just goes to show you, you don't mess around with a company, let alone Nintendo. Sometimes, leaks happen not because of broken street dates or NDAs, but because of Nintendo's own mistakes. Paper Mario Color Splash, one of the last hurrahs for the Wii U, is an example of one of Nintendo's biggest mistakes. The game was made available to download early for those who pre-purchased the game digitally 2 weeks early. This meant the game's story and final boss were leaked well before the game's actual release date. The game's data was also put online for everyone to download, so not only was the story and content leaked, but you could play the game early too. And number 1 on this list is a game that released early in the Wii's era. Despite the fact that Super Mario Galaxy released in an internet that was still largely primitive, leaks still happened, albeit to a much smaller group. Several weeks before launch, pirates uploaded the game online for people to play early. Is anyone starting to notice a trend here? It seems like Mario and pirates are the antithesis towards each other. Or maybe I'm thinking about this way too much. Who honestly knows at this point? What's really impressive though is that this was early in the Wii's lifespan and during a 2007 era internet. Over 10 years ago. It tells you how much pirates can be determined to reach a goal, which is, unfortunately, still the same today. That's all for today. Let us know in the comments if we missed one. As always, make sure to smash that like button in order to see more content straight from the source. This is Epic Martin signing off.